I built the tabletop version of the most complex gearbox ever used in a car, and it happens to be the most fastest shifting gearbox ever made. It is the Light Speed Transmission made by Koenigsegg. And it all started like this. So let me walk you through the Koenigsegg Light Speed Transmission as I assemble all of this. And trust me, watch till the end because once you see all of this in action, your mind will be blown. I will tell you the most challenging part of designing this transmission. The Koenigsegg Light Speed Transmission is a 9-speed gearbox in automatic mode, but it becomes a 6-speed gearbox in manual mode. I know it sounds impossible. Same gearbox but different number of gears. How did Koenigsegg pull this off? When they introduced this transmission, everyone noticed the pedal shifters behind the steering wheel. But what shocked everyone is a manual shift stick and a third pedal. Unlike the conventional transmission that uses synchronizers or the dock clutches, this transmission uses 7 hydraulically operated multi-plate clutch. Each clutch is attached to a specific gear like this. Just like a motorcycle's multi-plate clutch pack, the outer basket is fixed to the gear while the inner drum would be splined to the shaft, and the steel and the friction plates would be between them. And hydraulic actuation clamps them smoothly but instantly. This is why the LST shifts in milliseconds. Now to achieve 9 gear ratios, this transmission only has 6 pairs of gears. These 6 pairs are divided in such way that 3 of them are between the input and the intermediate or the lay shaft, and the other 3 are between the lay shaft and the output shaft. And by combining these 3 gear ratios with these 3 gear ratios, we get the final 9 gear ratios. And all the red color parts are actually fixed to the shaft with some splines, while these white ones can rotate freely. So let's combine the gear ratios to see how the torque flows through the Koenigsegg Light Speed Transmission. And to keep it simple, I'm going to call the individual gear ratios to be G1 to G6. So the combination of G1, 2 and 3 with G4, 5 and 6 will give us the final 9 gear ratios of this transmission. मैंने जानबूझ के tabletop version के लिए multi-plate clutches नहीं बनाए because the FDM 3D parts are not leak proof and the dock clutches make it easy to understand. For the first gear ratio, the G1 and G4 are selected by sliding the dock clutches to engage with them. The engine stroke comes from the input shaft and into the G1 gear through the dock clutch, which then flows into the lay shaft and through the G4 into the output shaft. This gives the ratio of 4.7:1. Then to select the second gear, the clutch of the G4 disengages and the clutch of the G5 engages. So now G1 and G5 will make the second gear. The torque flow is similar, but this arrangement gives us a ratio of 3.6. For the third gear, the G5 clutch disengages and G6 gets engaged. Moving forward, it's finally time to disengage the G1 and engage G2 with G4. Yep, that's our fourth gear, creating a ratio of 2.25:1. And then the G2 is combined by G5 and G6 for the fifth and the sixth gear ratios. Then similarly, the G3 will be combined with G4, G5 and G6 for the 7th, 8th and the 9th gear. I could walk through every combination, but you get the idea. Now in case of manual mode, this LST transmission becomes a 6-speed gearbox. I have explained the full mechanism in my book Powertrain and Systems in a nutshell, which many students use to understand modern automotive transmissions and other systems. To give you some spoilers, the entire manual mode is made possible by the engage shifter system. In this system, the driver has to manually press the clutch pedal. This gives the signal to the transmission to decouple all the transmission clutches. And as the driver selects the gear using the shift stick, the ECU will couple only one clutch, while the second clutch engages as the driver lifts the foot of the clutch pedal. This provides a genuine manual transmission feel. This transmission also eliminates the need of a flywheel, because these gears actually do the work of a flywheel. But yeah, this setup actually makes the entire transmission compact, or else the entire transmission would be pretty long to house 9 individual gear ratios. This sums up the construction and the working. So let's talk about the most challenging part I faced while making this. Now, designing any of these components wasn't challenging at all. Solid Edge handled most of the gear design once I entered the numbers. The actual challenge was figuring out those numbers, specifically the 6 internal gear ratios that make the final 9 gear ratios. Only the final 9 gear ratios are publicly available. The internal 6 are not. Now, because I knew how this transmission works, I was aware that the product of these gear ratios with these will make the final 9. So I started by assuming the value of one gear ratio and solved it for the others. That's where things started becoming tricky. The first attempt showed me how messy it gets because it leads to some unrealistic numbers. So I let the computer to solve it. I have explained this program in my members only video. So you should click on the join button to learn the entire design procedure of an automotive gearbox. I spent 2/3 of this year behind making these videos. They cover all the calculations from determining the gear ratios, then validating them to see how much acceleration they would provide, and the dimensions for all the parts of the gearbox. Once I had the CAD ready, I got them 3D printed from custom 3D solutions. Now apart from the CC850, this transmission is also used in the YESCO, which sets new records, and in Gemera, which has the most craziest powertrain ever used in any car, cause it can go from 4-wheel drive to 1-wheel drive instantly. If you don't know how the Gemera's powertrain works, then click here. And I will see you guys on next Thursday at 7:30 PM.